Hi, I'm Tanya Jenka, also known as She Hacks Purple, and I want to talk about something pretty serious today. So, I want to talk about Adam Shostack's message, which I've linked below in this video, and his stalker. And so, I I support Adam. I have seen evidence that he is the victim of what's going on here. And when I met him, his stalker reached out to me and said the things he says. And I wrote Adam and was like, I can't be friends with you unless you explain this. And he was like, okay. And he showed me a police report and all sorts of stuff. And I firmly believe Adam is the victim here. But that said, I wanted to make a statement of support for him, but I also wanted to share some more personal things because a lot of people don't understand that when you become a public figure, and this is my second time in my life being a public figure, you have fans, and some of them become fanatical, and some of them become like obsessed and not in a positive way. And so I used to be a professional musician, and yeah, I had a song about one of the stalkers I had during that time. And some people are just like really big fans, and they want to show that they love your work, like my music in that case, or like my book or whatever, and that makes me feel amazing. I love it when people tell me that I helped them, etc. Like all of those things make me feel fantastic. But not all people that want to give you a lot of attention are nice. And so I have had a lot of problems since joining cybersecurity that I don't usually talk about very much. And one of my mentors, Troy Hunt, has helped me a lot with this because he has faced similar things, because he's also what's known as a tall poppy, and he explained that whole concept to me and why this has been happening my whole life. Um, and so, as an example, there's a woman who, for quite a while, would call like contact conferences I was speaking at, tell them I hate women, tell them I was stalking her. It took me like a year and a half to just figure out who this person was, and that not that I was violent, but that I was aggressive and I scared her, and that I was writing her nasty letters. I didn't know who this person was, so clearly I wasn't doing this. And she would try to have conferences canceled if they refused to cancel my appearance. She approached one of the people that was publishing my blog, because like lots of different places syndicate my writing, and again was like, she's stalking me, she scares me, like she hates women, I see her screwing over other women, like she made up all of these things that I did not do. And the publisher called me and was like, so this is like the exact opposite of everything that I know and see of you. This felt really out of context. Then the person started writing people who are my friends on social media and saying terrible things to them, attacking me online, etc. And what I did is I I she sent me nasty messages that really hurt my feelings. And then basically I ended up just threatening her that I would tell people and name her if she didn't stop. I was like, my lawyer is going to send you a letter, all of these things, but I'm like, I'll just tell people what you're saying and doing. I will just tell the exact truth. I will show the terrible messages you sent to me, terrible messages you sent to other people. And she stopped. Oh God, it was such a relief. It was really hard to be like, so you just booked me for your keynote for your conference. I'm like, so this is in writing. You can't go back on it, right? I'm like, I have a stalker. This is what she does. That's a really uncomfortable conversation to have. Then there was that whole thing where I was looking for a technical editor for my book, and some people on Reddit decided that I was very privileged and that I was terrible and that I was everything that was wrong with the book writing, publishing like industry. And then they were trying to figure out where I lived so they could literally physically beat me. That was really scary too. Like another time, so this has been happening for a while. When I started We Hack Purple, someone every 6 months reports my entire domain as malicious, and all of a sudden everything that I send goes to spam or gets blocked. All of a sudden all my business would stop, and I wouldn't understand why. People would go to my website and it's like, this is a malicious site, you shouldn't go. and then I'd have to appeal to every security company that blocks and show them that I'm okay. It cost me thousands upon thousands and thousands of dollars. It harmed my business, and they did it over and over again. And so those are just some of the stalkers that I've had. And so I want us to believe victims when things happen. And Adam Stalker has accused him of performing an act of violence that he did not do. And if many, many people were accusing him of that, I would have trouble believing him. But in all the many years I've known him, one person has accused him of a thing that didn't even happen to the accuser in the whole story. And it just doesn't add up. And also, Adam went to the police to report the person. And if you are the attacker, you don't do that. Yeah. So in summary, I wanted to show my support for Adam, but I also wanted to explain that weird things happen the more well-known you become. And the more influential and the more famous you become, the more people will act out and select you as their point of attention, even if they're not 100% on the same page as the rest of us in regard to mental health. And those people need help. And it is sad when people need help and they don't get the help they need. But it's not okay that someone suffers threats of violence on the regular. It's not okay that Adam has this person constantly trying to ruin his career. And so I shared my stories, which I usually don't do because I don't want people to feel sorry for me. I feel very lucky to be able to live the life I have. And I also just don't really enjoy pity as a thing. I'm strong, yo. But I wanted to share it so that you would understand the types of things that lots of us face, that a lot of us don't talk about because we're embarrassed, because we don't want you to believe these things that people are accusing of us of that we didn't do. Like, I'm like, if I hated women, why would I start an international nonprofit? Why would I do the hundreds of things I do to try really hard to bring other women up? If I would be doing such a bad job. And so it's like, especially because it's the core of something that's extremely important to me, that it hurt the most. And so anyway, I'm sharing this, and I'm uncomfortable doing so, in case you can't tell. I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for listening. And you are going to believe what you believe, but I'm telling you I support Adam, and you will choose your own way, and I respect that. But this is my explanation as to why. And so thank you for listening.